got a long list of games. So we got Leeds Villa next. Kev predicted a 2-2 draw. Jim predicted 2-1 Leeds. Al predicted 2-0 Leeds, and I predicted 3-1 Leeds. How wrong was all of
got
it?
wrong.
Yeah, cool, sick.
I will
1-0 Villa in the end.
I will start.
All I want to say before Jim starts off is
Sorry.
I predicted that Villa were gonna lose purely because they were without Grealish.
Yeah.
And it has shown that I was almost right because they've gone on to lose Sheffield United this week.
Because they haven't had Grealish.
Because they haven't had Grealish.
That was literally the headline.
I was right. I was right.
It's the wrong game.
Just completely wrong. Carry on.
The
Jim,
wrong
what are you
game.
gonna say?
I was going to say, I'm going to start off with how awful was that pitch. A Premier League quality side has a pitch like that. In the first 2 minutes, Bamford slipped and nearly played somebody through. He went for a shot, he slipped over and nearly played somebody through, just like Watkins did. Watkins went for a shot, slipped, played El Ghazi through, and that's how their goal came about. Completely accidental. Watkins was shooting, and it's just like Antonio's goal with Lingard.
He was not assist, didn't he?
Oh,
He was going for a curling shot.
yeah, it was
It was a
definitely.
poor curling shot.
But because the pitch was that bad and everybody was on their arse most of the time, like they just slipped over and it went through to him. But fair play to Villa because they dug in big time. Like Leeds peppered them. Like not so much peppered them with shots, but they peppered them with possession and the way they were playing. Like they definitely were going to score at some point. But fair play to Villa, they dug in, fought it, and was like, nah.
I think McGinn had for me, a man on that performance.
he had a very good
like
game.
A dog.
Yeah,
he was in the pits.
But he's always like it, isn't he? I'd really like McGinn because he loves it.
I was going to say, I feel like McGinn's a very underrated like piece of the puzzle at Villa at the moment. All the headlines are going to the likes of Watkins, Traore, and Grealish, but McGinn is such a battler in that midfield. It's exactly what they've needed.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. I will say, though, on the flip side, since he's come in for Leeds, Tyler Roberts has been playing really well lately, which he has been. And it's a bit weird to say somebody's playing well when you're just constantly losing, but he has been playing really well recently. But the one thing that does my head in is the play acting. Oh my god. There was an incident in the game where Llorente went down under Watkins' tackle, right? Llorente went down play acting like he'd been killed. Like literally somebody had beheaded his arm or something. Like I know I said beheaded his arm because he'll lose his head then his arm. And literally the moment he didn't get the decision and Watkins went...
Good save.
And Watkins went, get up, right? The moment it happened, he got up to try and fight him like nothing had happened. Oh, Dow's died. And the moment it happened, he got up to try and fight him.
Has died.
And I was literally there like, what happened to your injury? I thought he tackled you that hard that you're injured, and he just never responded. I was like, dude, come on, you don't have to play. Play acting is a plague across the game, and I can't stand it. And Leeds are the worst for it. I said this to my coworker.
There was Carry on.
Sorry, yeah. I said this to my coworker. I turned around and went,
Carry on.
The issue is that every team has that one player. So like Man U have Fernandes, West Brom have Pereira, Villa have Grealish. Like everybody has their one player that does it, and it is a plague across the league. But Leeds, it's all of them. Not a single player doesn't do it.
That's something I was going to mention. Like I've not watched enough of Leeds games at the moment to see any like play acting, but there has been like a video that's gone viral on Twitter, and it was like Leeds fans complaining that Target was a diver, and then it showed all the instances of Leeds players just diving and play acting all season.
But it's all of them. It's not just one. It's not like because I hate Bamford. It's Bamford all the time. I hate's a strong word. I just dislike him because of his play acting, and he has stopped it this season. But it usually would be Bamford. But this season, it's been all of them. The likes of Calvin Phillips, who I didn't think would be doing it. The Rafinha, even though he's an unreal player, has been doing it. Alioski, like they've all been doing it, and I'm like, bro, just chill out. What you doing?
We'll move on swiftly. I'll just have
Yep.
I'll try and put like a little question in of every match so we can have like a bit of
Yeah,
talk
go
point
on
and move on. The question I've got for this one is: this season, do we see Villa getting any kind of European football?
Nah.
Because if they have their
No.
games in hands, they can get near the Champions League spaces. But obviously, we also talk about West Ham and Everton in those spaces.
No.
And obviously, Europa League can go down to 7th. Do we see Villa being a top 7 club this season?
No.
Unfortunately, not. Like, West Ham and Everton just have too much. They'll just beat them there. It's just the way it is. And losing Grealish has been one of the worst things of their season. Losing Grealish has literally choked them out.
Currently today, they're 9th in the Premier League with 39 points. Obviously, 2 games in hand or a game in
that's
hand
what I was going to mention.
on certain teams. The thing is, Villa have had games in hand all season, have not capitalised on them games in hand. They'll either go for a draw or a loss. Then, by the time everyone else has played, they'll then get the win, but they're not capitalising on those games in hand. At one stage, Villa had 4 games in hand. That's 12 points. They could have been first at one stage, Villa, if they won all 4 of them games. And then they had 3 games in hand, could have went in top 4. But they keep losing it important moments when they need to win.
I agree.
So,
I was going to say, they are very inconsistent. Villa have been very inconsistent this season in the sense that, like, you look back and they beat Liverpool 7-2, and this was Liverpool before their injury crisis where they had the likes of Van Dijk and everyone in. And then they've lost to Sheffield United yesterday or today. Yesterday, wasn't it 1-0?
Yesterday, yeah.
Like
1-0.
The worst team in the league. They lost 2-1-0. Like they're too far up and down. I agree. I don't think they're coming 7th because I see the likes of Everton, West Ham, and Leicester.
Yeah,
also,
all up there.
Spurs as well, who picking up form, getting wins again. So
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal creeping behind them. So
speaking of.
Yep.